Now, another dude I'm going to speak on is somebody that has been graded on a previous report card and is the first person where we had to double back on and adjust his grade because he seemingly was doing some foul shit to his homies, man. We got X4 from neighborhood Rollin 40 Crip.
Niggas better stay up in their place before we spank you. Don't ask us why you getting all these fades, cause we hate you. Even if you don't wanna fight, we gon' make you. Even if you try to run my tiny, still gon' chase you. Was finna pull a skid, had to look at my ankle.
Now, you know, in the first ever report card that we did, this was at a time when X4 and 4 Extra had really came out and was putting on for the West Side 40s, you know. X4 was applying pressure with the music. He had his first couple interviews with Adam and Street TV, and I feel like he performed well in them interviews with not saying too much, you know what I'm saying? Having composure with the gang banging, you know, because a lot of times we see a lot of people get up in these interview rooms and on these cameras and shit and start talking crazy, and then they look stupid on the back end, you know. So with that being said, we had gave X4 an A for his representation as a 40 Crip. You know, most of the popping that he was doing was in the music, dissing his enemies. We know he had kept it solid on his case, came back home, was just overall doing his shit with no smut on his name. Other than that time where he got on camera drunk, doing the baby mama shit, you know, other than that, I couldn't really say no bad shit about X4 at the time. Now, fast forward a year, the nigga then got beside himself with some of the movements and antics he was doing. So we all know it started off with the situation and whispers about him beefing with his homies. And for a little bit, everybody was like, man, I don't know if that's true. Nobody wanted to speak on it. Of course, the 40s didn't necessarily want to put that shit out there to the forefront immediately. But whatever it was, the shit was brewing between him and 4 Extra. So the shit ended up boiling over. It comes out that they into it. Spody Face spoke up, and it seemed like there was some division in the 40s. And I'm going to say this is also when shit like this went into the buzz around the 40s kind of dying out. You know, we had this, we had 4 Extra continuously being violated. Dodie 6 was crashing. You know, a lot of shit was going on at this time. But X4 came with some weird ass energy after 4 Extra put that Off the Back record out, where the nigga talking about he trademarked Off the Back, got the LLC for Off the Back.
You know I'm the CEO cause Off the Back now too, cause I might got some Off the Back merch.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that.
Hey, let it go super viral, cause I want a big check.
Yeah. But that song's going crazy right now. Like Cheeseburger plays it in here on a regular.
Oh, you play it? Yeah, run the streams up.
Yeah, he plays it in here. Yeah, he plays it in
Off
here.
the Back, yeah.
So you got the trademark or something like that?
Yeah, I'm the CEO.
Yeah. So like, how does that work with like?
Like, you know, Off the Back. I just like that. Off the Back.
Number one, that right there is hella flagrant. You know what I'm saying? Yo, homie, these niggas from your own hood. Not saying that y'all got to be best friends or friends at all, but to go behind somebody back and try to take some chili off their plate, man, another grown man, is just some weird shit to do. You know, neither one of these niggas is in position like that to be having lawyers involved and all that kind of shit, and they wasn't in business together. So it seemed like some spiteful actions was going on, and that's some female shit coming from X4, like, oh, me and him fell out, so I'ma fuck his business up on the back end. That's some weird shit, man. And it was a horrible representation of the Crippin' in the city, man. And you know, it's bad that it had to hit the internet like that, but that nigga's the one that brought it to the internet, thinking it was cool to do his homies like that. And he really just started to show the type of individual he was, you know. Now, on the other hand, I can't speak on exactly why these dudes fell out, but honestly, I can't see any reason to go out your way to do some shit like that, even if it was done to you. You know, as a man, niggas ain't playing these tit for tat games, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he did this to me, so I'm gonna do this to him. That shit weird. And my thing is, I feel like, again, since they from the same hood, it should have been something that they could have just got down over. Now, I would imagine X4 wouldn't want to get down with 4 Extra. And that takes us to the county jail shit, you know. He went down on the case. I think it's a robbery or some shit like that. Again, I'm not going to speak on the details about that either. All of those are allegations on his name, but he is sitting down right now. But niggas was saying that he PC when he got there. Now, I heard it was some shit about not wanting to be in the dorm with the Hoovers. And we know X4 do be popping it a lot, man. This would be bad on his name. But I believe it came out that he wasn't in PC, you know. Like I said, when it's shit that got to do with niggas behind the wall, man, it's very hard to really nail down exactly what the fuck is going on. And that shit just end up blowing over because it's always he say, she say with that kind of shit. But overall, I feel like X4 went out bad and kind of showed niggas his true colors with the way he was moving and kind of moving, like I said, on some female shit and on some childish shit. And you know, that's not the way this shit gotta be represented in the city, man. Especially when niggas from out of town or the media see you, you got your shit blasted all over your face, 40 this, 40 that, everything is on Rollin, and then they see you doing some shit like this, it just ain't it, man. Before he did all that, he should have got active, should have got down with 4 Extra, so that turned his activity down. Reputation going out bad, and it's fucking his impact up in the hood, man. This dude is untrustworthy with his own homies, man. So we gotta give Expo a D for these antics that he done pulled in his set. Now, of course, we ain't seen no snitching on his name, no weird shit like that. You know, we haven't necessarily seen him or can prove that he was ducking shit, so we can't fully smut him out, but we gotta give him a D.